Marc said, I've been doing this a long time. I think he was trying to date me and age me, but we've both been fighting for social, economic, and environmental justice for a lot of years. I think our hair was more plentiful and a darker color at that point, Marc. But time has come, and it's great to be working with Marc and with Montgomery County. I want to hit on Marc's last point about being a model, a laboratory. I mean, Montgomery County is not going to solve Maryland's or the world's problems. But I can tell you this, a lot of people are looking to Montgomery County. And to experiment, to try things, to see what works, what doesn't work, what can be scaled up, what might need some tweaks is very, very important. It's very important. Just as Maryland is trying to do some things under Governor Moore that we hope other states will look at. California's taking the lead on a number of things that Maryland's joined in on. Other states have done it to change whole industries, the car industry. You know, the clean car law, when enough states joined California, the whole industry said, okay, we give. And the same thing happens with Clean Cars 2 and clean trucks. People say, well, you know, you pass these kind of laws, people are going to go to West Virginia to buy their trucks. That's not the point. If enough states say, these are the standards we're going to expect, at some point when 30, 40, 50% of the citizens who live in those states are covered by these laws, the industry is going to say, okay, we'll change. So it's really, you know, working step by step, a county working with the state working with other states nationally is really crucial to this, and it really has laid out our progress. Look, you know, I don't have to explain the increasing threats of climate change. Severe storms, droughts, rain, sea level rise. It has harmful impacts on us all the time. And extended power outages result from that. We see it when there's a tornado or hurricanes in Arkansas or Oklahoma in the last month or 2 months, and it happens here as well. We want to be prepared, and that's exactly what this project's about. It's essentially insurance. It's free insurance. Will it happen once, you know, in 6 months? Will it happen twice? Will it happen no times, which we would prefer? But we have it here, so if you have an outage, and as Marc said and David said, you know, and you have medicine, or you have to power up your phone or your laptop, or medical equipment, you know, it's a few steps to get here and to do that as a holdover until that power comes back. Now, you know, the governor said we want 100% clean energy by 2035. And then a year ago, in the Climate Solutions Now Act, which I was honored to be the lead sponsor, it said Maryland was going to reduce greenhouse gas by 60% by 2031. Well, those two things go hand in hand. You know, we can't reduce greenhouse gas unless we have clean energy to replace it. And that's going to come from multiple places. It's going to come from solar, it's going to come from offshore wind, it's going to come from heat pumps and a lot of other things. But having resiliency hubs like this one, we appreciate the investment of the county. We were a small investor from our Resiliency Hub program, and I have a number of folks from my staff who are here today. We're great to be a partner. And while these things work here, we will spread the word. You know, we will spread to the Eastern Shore, to Cecil County, to Garrett County, what folks are doing. And paying particular attention to those communities that have been ignored or overlooked, whether consciously or unconsciously, for the last 50 or longer, 100 years. We have to ensure that the kind of investments are made in those communities that have been disproportionately affected, that either have greater degrees of asthma or less resiliency and are stuck afterwards. Both the governor and obviously your county government and your representatives, your delegates, as well as MEA are saying, you know, the past is the past. We've got to turn that corner. We have to make sure there are investments in our communities, whether it's in West Baltimore or Prince George's County or the eastern part of Montgomery County or here in Scotland. And so that's got to be a conscious effort. And Governor Moore says it time after time. He said, we will leave no one behind. And just as we want to have resiliency hubs and people who might not have the resources to go somewhere else to do this, we also want to have other things. We want to have EV chargers. We want to have electric vehicles, not just for the upper middle class. We want to have it for everyone. But that has complications, but we can't ignore that. If we're going to transform our society, our environment, and our economy, we have to look at the whole gamut of issues. So, look, we're really pleased to be here. One of my duties is to approve grants to give out money to expand solar, to expand resiliency hubs, to do offshore wind. So it's a real pleasure to be here and to work with the farsightedness of your county leaders, both county executive, the county council, the state delegation, who have that vision. Hopefully, the governor put me in that position so I can share some of that vision and be aware of and encourage vision in the 24 jurisdictions across the state. So I'm real excited to be here at Scotland and in Montgomery County, and wish you the best, and hopefully there's more money to come. Thank you.